you don't really need a front delt based isolation movement. Okay, you got that from a compound. You also build plenty of it by doing bench press. Hello, what's up YouTube? Stephen here from CarterFitness and Nutrition. Today's video will be 3 best and 3 worst exercises for building round delts. Okay, big round delts. So just before we get into the video, please like and subscribe to our channel and press on the bell icon for more notifications. Okay, so building delts is not easy. Okay, building round delts is actually one of the hardest. Reason being is because deltoids, like chest, requires a lot of stimulation. Okay, doesn't mean going heavy, it just means repetitions, time under tension. Okay, so we'll go through our 3 best and 3 worst in no particular order. So these are the 3 top best and 3 worst. Okay, and I will tell you which one is actually the most beneficial for shoulder mass. Okay, so number 3, when it comes to the best, okay, is reverse flies. Okay, reverse flies. So this one is basically, you can do it on a pec deck, you can do it bent forward and do dumbbells. Okay, so this one, in my opinion, is definitely one of the best. You can also perform this on the cable. You just grab the cables without obviously any handles on, and you just bring it so from across, okay, like this. So rear delt is obviously a very important part of the target, because a lot of people lack on this. A lot of people actually don't have a well developed rear delt. So what your aim is you obviously, when you want to build deltoids, you want them fully round. Okay, you don't want big on the front, medium on the back. Okay, when you do your back flex, okay, what you want to see is that delt just popping out. Okay, so especially when you're doing the back double bicep, if you're on stage for example, that is what judges tend to look for a lot. So if you're aiming to compete, remember to hit your rear delts. Okay, number 2, okay, is shoulder press. Now shoulder press is obviously a very popular one, a lot of people do it, but people are doing it too much, or they're also doing it wrong and making them overtrain. So what is my suggestion to shoulder press? So for me personally, I find this easier. I used to do standard shoulder press where the seat was practically up on a 90-degree incline and I'd bench straight up. Here's the little trick: put the seat back, okay, to about 70 degrees, and perform shoulder press focusing on the front delt. There you will then get a bigger delt development without having to target every single part in a single exercise. This will allow you then to target different parts of the delt using other exercises. Okay, so my suggestion, yes, bring the seat back. If you want to do it like this, there's no problem doing that, but for me, forward, focus on that, you will feel that burn. Okay, and not only that, you may be able to go for a bit longer because it's not straight above your head, it's on a slight incline like this, like backwards. Okay, so that's what you want to aim for. You can also do that perform with a barbell. Okay, but preference for me, dumbbell, because barbell is more of a, not really a neutral position as you call it for your hands. Okay, because I find it more injury prone. So if you do dumbbells, you can turn it very slightly and allow that focus. Alright, and remember to bring it inwards. And best exercise number 1, okay, and this one is obviously very crucial if you want to build big shoulders, is dumbbell and lateral raises. Okay, so this is where obviously you're like a bird. You'll do lateral raises, lean slightly forward, okay, and perform with your elbows slightly bent. Okay, if your elbows are slightly bent, this allows you to prevent injury. If you're doing it straight, you can actually pull one of your triceps, or you can actually hurt your shoulder. So just be sure to keep your elbows slightly bent. Okay, this obviously allows you to widen the shoulders. Okay, so you got the rear delt to build backwards, to build the side, build the front. You're going to have perfectly good delts. Those delts are going to be fantastic looking. Okay, so what are my 3 worst delt exercises for building round delts? Okay, so we'll start with number 3 again, which is front raises. Front raises are useless. Okay, why is that? Because if you're doing shoulder press, you're already targeting the front delt. Why do you need to do another exercise to target that same part when you've already basically torn the muscle fibers, stimulus for growth? Why would you want to push it anymore? Not only that, you're adding one exercise that is lengthening your workout even more when you can shorten it, bring it back, and do those necessary 3. Okay, there is no point doing front raises. Okay, even some people even lay down forward and perform them, but really you don't really need a front delt based isolation movement. Okay, you got that from a compound. You also build plenty of it by doing bench press. Okay, a lot of front delt is activated through dumbbell and barbell press. You do not need to do front raises as well, otherwise you could literally overtrain your shoulder, especially if you're a natural athlete. Okay, number 2 worst exercise. Okay, number 2 is circular shrugs. So this is not like shrugs like this, it is bringing it round. Okay, useless. What? There is no stimulation, there is no work to the muscle. Okay, what you're doing here is you're just flopping your shoulders around, looking like some weirdo in the street, just trying to warm up in the cold. Okay, you don't do that. When it comes to shrugs, it's all about going up and going down. It's nothing to do with this. You're not targeting anything. Okay, so if you're doing this, stop doing it. You're wasting your time. Right, just standard shrugs. All right, keep the weight around moderate. Don't go too heavy. Keep the reps between 6 and 15. Maybe go beyond that if you want, but just make sure the moderate amount of reps is not too light or too heavy. Okay, so yeah, useless exercise, even more useless than the front raise. Okay, that's me saying this. And worst exercise, the final one, which is number 1. Okay, is plate lateral raises. Now you might have seen Sylvester Stallone with one of them, apparently with 20 kilo, which I think is a dummy one really. Okay, you don't need to do that because that takes a lot of stress off of the lateral raises. Okay, how you want to do it, you want to hold it in dumbbell form so there's more of a balance. If you've got weight just pulling from the downside, so you're holding the top, you're not getting that proper stimulus. Okay, even though it's probably not as bad as the rounded shrugs, however, it is still not recommended. Okay, I do not recommend this. Obviously you can opt out that one and maybe opt in and do some cable, or you can do dumbbells. Even a light barbell is better than using plates. Okay, so I really would advise against using plates because this can result in injury. It could pull your shoulder and hurt your traps. And yeah, so that's the 3 best and the 3 worst exercises for you for the round delts. We will definitely do another workout again at some point. We'll go through exercise movements as well once we've got more space. Okay, there's not really much space to do things at the moment, so when we do, we'll start doing more workout based, like, you know, in bigger rooms, and we do tutorials and stuff like that. Okay, but that's it for this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Please press on the bell icon obviously for more notifications. This obviously allows us to continue making videos. Please follow our Instagram at CarterFitness90. Follow our TikTok, that's also below. Okay, our website is also displayed below with Acast. So our podcast is on Acast, YouTube and Spotify. Okay, and yeah, so that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.